is Ishita, and I'm a first-year student at King's College London, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about why I love King's and my experience at King's. So I am a humanities student. I'm currently studying English, but I have a lot of friends who do law and friends who do medicine, so I know a little bit about those departments as well. So the first thing I think is great about King's is obviously its location. It is the most central London university, literally to the point where when London Fashion Week happens, some of the events take place at the end of the road where Strand campus is, so you can be walking to class and see celebrities walking in to watch fashion shows, which is pretty cool. But what this means for the university is that they have a lot of partnerships and connections with prestigious institutions in the city, like the British Museum, the British Library, South Bank Centre, the Tate Modern, Shakespeare's Globe. Like, there's so many, there's a huge list. But this is really great for me, especially as an English student, because it means that I can get research opportunities or I can get internships at a place like Shakespeare's Globe, and it's just something that King's offers. It's not even something that I have to really search and find myself. The other thing I think is great about King's are its societies. Personally, I think this is the best way to engage with like the student community in King's and really get involved. There are lots of societies. Literally, there's one for everything. There is a 3-penny opera society, an Indian politics society. There's a pole dance fitness society. So basically, any niche you can think of, there is a society for it. And especially for the humanities, and especially for English, there's really great societies. For example, all of their newspaper or journalism related societies, there's 3 big ones, which is Strand Magazine, an arts and culture magazine, Roar News, and the Tab Kings are really great. If you become a writer for Strand Magazine, you get the ability to go to press viewings of art galleries, of dance performances at Sadler's Wells, of theater at Shakespeare's Globe. Like, the list is endless, and you know, they really produce some great content and great journalism. There are lots of writers and stuff who've written for the King's Tab and who go on to work at like the Telegraph or something like that, so it's really exciting. Another thing that I know about King's opportunities for medical students and law students. So I know a lot of law students look for spring schemes, they look for open days and stuff like that during the course of their degree. And I know a lot of firms in London, I don't know if I would say tend to prefer King's students, but I do have a lot of friends who've got into great spring schemes. So that's a plus. And they also have great research opportunities and great research facilities for medical students. Obviously, they have a world-class medical school. The last reason I chose King's and what really drew me to it is when I was choosing a university, I wanted an experience that was not intensely stressful. I didn't want to go to college and feel like my life was just being eaten up by all the work I was doing and nothing mattered apart from my grades. I didn't want to be stressed out all the time. And while King's is definitely academically challenging, I wouldn't say it's any easier than any university or college in the world. It doesn't feel stressful at all, which I really enjoy. And I think the main reason it doesn't feel that stressful is because of the faculty. The professors and staff are so amazing. They're so great. They're very helpful. You can come to them for help like whenever you want. They're very knowledgeable, very easy to talk to, which is amazing. I think the lack of stress also gives me like extra time to do things that I want to pursue. For example, I love doing English, but in my free time I care a lot about music, and I have the space and the time to be able to pursue that while I'm doing my degree and not feel overwhelmed or stressed out. The other really cool thing about King's is that because of its connections, there's always really interesting events and always really influential, cool people coming either to give talks or to interact with students. Really recently, I met Caroline Duffy, She came to King's to perform some of her poetry and speak to the students, so that was really great. So yeah, I would say I'm really happy with my experience at King's. It's just been really fun. It's been really academically like challenging and really interesting, but at the same time, I don't feel stressed out or overwhelmed. I love my professors and faculty. I love London. I'm basically living the student dream. So that's why you should choose King's.